still have control of it.
Yep.
Making a tutorial for basically setting up a kill box here for people that really don't understand the concept of a kill box. You know, for instance, you know, a lot of people that play this game, you've got two groups of people really. You've got people that know how to set up a kill box and they're patient and they wait for the enemies to come to them. And then you've got the other type of person that heads to the front lines and starts beating up the enemy as soon as possible. And what this video is trying to explain is that's a very bad thing to do generally most of the time, especially if you're not only hunting for high scores, but if you're wanting to 5-star a map when you're an extremely lower, your account is of a much lower level than, say, a person that's played longer. You're not going to be able to do it without setting up a kill box and getting combos. Getting combos is going to allow you to set a lot more traps, because combos are what helps generate more coin for you. And obviously with more coin, you're able to set more traps. What character are you going to be, dude?
Smolder, duh.
Yeah, and then you still want me to be Dobbin, right?
Yeah.
Not Zoe.
Dobbin can rack up the combos better than Zoe.
Yeah. The reason we're choosing Smolder and Dobbin is because both of these characters have an area of effect attack while they can use a second attack at the same time. So the combos for these two characters are basically they're able to up the counter,
the combo count
on by just beating things up. Whereas if you're either Blackpaw or Zoe, they can dish out the damage a whole lot better than, say, Dobbin and Smolder can, but they're not going to get as many combos because their attacks are one-off. They don't have area of effect attacks or damage over time attacks, which is what you need for large combos. That's pretty good for
not to say that they can't do it. It's just easier with...
Yeah, it's easier with characters that have damage over time and area of effect attacks, because you can use those, and while they're still damaging the enemies, you can swing away with their main attacks, and it adds to the combo. Whereas if you're playing with Blackpaw, he does have a... I don't know if you can use Blackpaw's bleed effect. I don't know if that actually counts toward that or not. I've never tried.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, but I know with Zoe, when I play with her, she does not have a damage over time. She has an area of effect attack, but as soon as she's out of it, it ends. So her square ability, I forget what it's called, but it does massive damage to a radius of enemies. But while she's in it, you do not have control of her, so you cannot use that ability to increase a combo counter.
Not effectively, anyway.
You're not effectively, because you're not able to use her main attack while she's in that move.
Blackpaw can be really good on combos if you know how to use him.
Right.
Okay,
right.
Because his go for the throat and his bleed effect have short cooldowns. But with Blackpaw, you've got to stay back and wait for the enemy to come to you. Otherwise, it's pointless.
It is for the purpose of combos. What you just said is pointless if you don't hang back and wait for the enemy to come to you, because Blackpaw can, especially with his bleed effect, he can dish out some serious damage like instantaneously. And if you're doing that in front of your kill box, you're gonna ruin basically the purpose of your kill box. You're not gonna get those combos. I think that's good for an explanation. Let's get started on this.
Let's get some traps going here.
Okay, I got Dobbin. Okay. We already have some traps preset here, but we're gonna take some of these off, I believe.
Okay, Guardians aren't so important here as far as getting combos. Yeah, particularly on this map.
The map we're working on here is going to be the banquet hall. For this map, our Guardians are not going to be useful whatsoever. So we're still going to bring them, but we're not going to set any except for maybe one at the rift point, just in case maybe a runner gets by, so it'll snipe it without us having to track it down. But other than that,
just as a precaution.
Yeah, we won't have to use a Guardian to help us, hold back the hordes here. Okay, I've got. Okay, what I have is
they can see our trap selection.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. They can see yours down there as well. The Spitfire wall, the Dragon's Lance. Everything with our setup, everything's gonna die before I'm able to actually use my floor spike. So I'm just gonna take that out, and what I'm gonna replace with that is the temple alarm.
You need the shock zapper. You need the gong.
And then also,
take
my barricade is going to be pretty much useless because you're going to be bringing the larger barricade, so I won't need that. And I'm going to bring, what'd you say, the shock zapper, right?
Yes.
That's what we agreed
on. I took mine off.
Okay. Yeah, and then you bring your, what is it, that lightning rod?
The lightning rod.
The lightning rod, yeah.
Which is hard to get.
Yeah, the lightning rod is kind of a rare, one of the more rare traps. I don't know, I don't remember how it's obtainable. Probably on, most likely on Master or Rift Lord map chests. So at lower level accounts,
that's the same with a lot of these, though.
Yeah, that's true. The what else would be rare? Probably the shock zapper is one of them, and then the Spitfire wall also is a hard one to get. I don't think I've actually gotten the Spitfire wall in a chest. I bought that out of the deals, the in-game deals.
Web spinner's the same. The web spinner's the same way.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I have my setup.
If they don't have these unique traps, the best thing you can do is just to alternate traps. Just don't spam the same one over and over.
Right. That's one of the main things we want to point out here is trap spam. If you're going for combos, even if you're not going for high combos, you're just looking for some combos. The main thing you do not want to do is set up the same trap consistently in a row. Like, especially with a lot of new people that enter the game, their favorite thing to do is to set multiple either spike, floor spikes, or arrow walls. And they do this for two reasons. One, it's basically your beginning trap, so that's what they're going to set. and 2, it's really
It's
cheap. Yeah, it's very inexpensive on the coins. So they're going to try to basically spam as many traps as possible so that they can kill the enemies. And from a new player's point of view, I guess, that's a good thing. But if you're going for, if you're trying to 5-star a map, or especially...
It can be done.
Yeah, it can be done
if you
with...
want a 5-star...
Yeah, go ahead.
If you want a 5-star map, yeah, it can be done with, trap spam. It's just kind of a pain.
Yeah, it's a little harder. You're going to be running around with your character a lot trying to kill everything instead of just, camping out at a kill box. But it can be done. On, like, Apprentice and War Mage maps, the higher you go, the less likely you're going to be able to pull it off, just because you need those combo scores to get you more coin in the later matches. Otherwise, you're just going to get overrun. I'm ready to go, dude.
Putting it lightly.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you got everything we need?
Yeah, I think. Let me double check. I think I got all my traps. The power generator. I got my Dragon's Lance. One note on the Dragon's Lance: you don't want the ceiling ballista, really. Don't get me wrong, the ceiling ballista is one of the better traps in the game, but that thing shoots from a very long range, and for the purposes of this tutorial, we don't want something that does that, because it's what the ceiling ballista is going to do is start to kill enemies before it gets to the kill box because of its long range. The Dragon's Lance isn't going to hit enemies quite as hard, but its range is considerably shorter, and that's more preferable for this map here. So that's why I choose the Dragon's Lance over the ceiling ballista in this instance.
Ready?
All right. Yeah, if you're ready to go, I'm good.
Let's roll.
All right, let's do this.
And we'll also be going for a 15 combo.
Right.
Maybe we'll get
one of the
not.
harder. If you're a trophy hunter, and I know there's a lot of people that are, I'm no different myself. You're gonna be interested in that gold trophy, where I forget exactly what the name of the trophy is, but to get the trophy, you have to score a 15 times combo. That's a pretty significant high combo. It's possible with 2 players, but it's really hard. I've never seen it done on a single player. It has to be done with at least 2 people, and more than likely you're only going to be able to do it with 3 people unless you have yourself and one other person that are working very well together and they know exactly what they're doing. Okay.
Nothing
Now,
goes over my head.
double check
Turn my volume.
just make sure I'm not forgetting anything or setting anything up in the wrong spot here. Okay. I do not have enough money for anything except the gong left, so I'm gonna go ahead and set that. You later on you set a barricade on the right side, correct? But that's not till later.
Barricade, yeah. I don't have enough money for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll have to wait on
You
that.
got to set it up on this wall, so they'll hug this wall around.
Right.
Well, I won't
Yeah,
need the barricade.
just having them walk through this area is not good enough, because sometimes the enemies will walk from looking at it from the enemies, the horde's point of view here. Sometimes they'll walk along the wrong side of the wall here, and they won't make contact with my excuse me, with the power generator, the tar, or the grinder. So what we're going to do later is set a barricade that forces them to walk along this wall here. So they have no choice but to come in contact with our traps. You good?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's roll. And now that we've started, we're going to be a little more fast pace here, so you'll have to keep pace with us.
They've broken through a gate.
Sorry, I felt like knocking down some chandeliers.
Here we go.
Here we go. Hey, look, 9s already.
Yeah, we got 7s and 9s. And this is just the first wave. Okay, I got my tornado going. There's some more 6s and 7s. Oh, we just got a 9. Or no, I'm sorry, that was an 8, not a 9. We'll see 9s later, we just don't have enough set yet. Okay.
Watch
Got the
out!
shock
Our
zapper.
enemies have broken through again.
And my
Just there, yep.
Spitfire wall. And I can throw up a lance too.
Nifty.
Okay, I should be good.
Just gonna start mass murdering these guys here. Oh, we just got a 10. Wave 2, 10 already. Okay, we got some archers. We're gonna hide behind the wall from them so that they don't stop in ranges from afar here.
And then you just go kill the other archers.
Right. It's gonna take
If
too
they
much
take forever
time
to get there.
on some of these archers, we kill them outright just because it's going to take too much time for them to...
Wave 3. I gotta go kill these
yeah.
kamikazes.
Yeah, what Smolder's going to do there is walk down, because we've got 3 barricade smashing kamikazes wanting to blow our barricades there. So he's going to prevent that and then run back up here. Lots more 7s and 8s here. Okay, we got some ogres. They're probably going to give us higher combos because they have more health. And I saw a 10. I didn't see anything else yet, though. I'm kind of looking down on my screen, so sometimes I can't see the combos. We did just get a 10. There's a 9. Okay, I'm going to set up a few more lances. You got the lightning rods, right?
They're set.
They're set? Okay.
Nothing goes over my head.
Yeah, I think I've got everything set now. You can... Oh, you got all your scorchers set?
They're done.
Awesome. Saw a couple of 11s there. That's good. We got some archers.
Then hide again. Oh, kill that second.
Alright. Wave 5. Oh, that's... This is the dwarf. This is a mercenary. He really doesn't count toward anything. But if you've played this game before, you have probably come to learn to hate mercenaries, and the dwarf priest is no exception.
feeling pretty kidge about this one.
Dwarf Priest really isn't a big troublemaker on this one, though, on this map. The one we have to worry about for purposes of this tutorial is the bouncer bear, because he'll kind of destroy our barricades, and we don't want that.
Go ahead and hide.
We got some. Yeah, go kill those archers. Perfect. Yeah, we had a couple more of those archers that lag behind. Oh,
This is 6.
you want me coming down there, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're venturing away from our kill box because we have a very large barricade breaking mountain troll that comes out here, and we don't want him to ruin our day here, so we're going to kill him outright. Glitched a little bit. He jumped on me.
The enemy's boss is dead.
Down. Okay, now we're gonna run back up, and we see that a couple of runners got through there, but we should be all right. Now there's some things that got through here, but that's to be expected on this wave. It's not a huge problem. Yeah, a runner got through, but the guardian should stop him.
That was a little hectic.
Yeah, I expected them to. Yeah, there was actually quite a lot that got through there. Not a huge issue, but might have been able to do better. I could have probably set a few more lances to prevent that, but like I said, not a huge problem. Okay, you got some. Yeah, that's all you, buddy. Yeah, he's got some more kamikazes he's got to blow up before they get to us.
Can't manage that at the moment.
I just saw a 10. There's some more 10s. That was a lot of numbers. I threw my dynamite in the middle of that. A lot of medium to high numbers there. Lots of 5s and 6s.
I'm waiting
Which
for
is
that
not
mole.
it's not bad, but it's not great either. But you're not going to get consistently, 9s and 10s all the time, just because the traps don't all fire all at the same time every time. Yeah, the knoll's not on this wave, is it? It's wave 9 maybe. Yeah, there's a couple knolls on one of these waves where they like to run through all the traps, and the knolls are what you can score real high combos on. Well, we just saw a 12, by the way. That was pretty good, actually.
Most knoll breeder.
Yeah, I hear him.
He's down at the
our
work point.
guardian. Yeah, if you're looking at our map and you see a red star, that's just another one of those mercenaries that our guardian's probably trying to beat up right now. Unsuccessfully, it looks like. There he is. Yeah, he's down now. Okay. Is this the knoll wave?
I think so.
Oh yeah, here they are. Get ready. We need to make sure and stand back so they run all the way through the traps here, and we'll see what we score on these things.
Not right now.
I didn't see
Just
anything.
a 12 on that one.
Really?
It's just a 12.
12.
Did you have your tornado going?
Yeah, I did. Sometimes on those knolls, if you get lucky, which we didn't that time, but we've seen as high as 16 on that first knoll that comes through. And the reason for that is he runs straight through all of our traps very quickly and activates them all, and then runs into us, and then we blast him with everything we have too. And basically what happens is he gets hit by everything that we have, and it creates a combo of 16, which is pretty extraordinary. But we didn't get it this time, though.
Get ready for the final wave! A boss is on its way!
Okay, I believe at the end of this wave we've got some more archers to kill outright because they lag behind, but we'll come to that here.
Can't manage that at the moment.
Saw a couple 11s and 12. I think we both went unchained there.
What'd we win?
That was a nice one. Well, let's see our results here.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty close to what we scored for our best score. I don't know if we surpassed it or not. That's pretty spot on. I think from the last time we did this, our combo score was 120,000, but our time was just slightly lower. So we'll see how that turns out here.
Watch it disconnect us.
It better not disconnect us. There's a few bugs, minor bugs in the game. They may have fixed them. I'm not sure yet. I haven't seen that disconnect screen in. Oh, it did. You jinxed us. You jinxed. Unbelievable. Wow.
It disconnected you. It didn't disconnect me.
Unbelievable. Well,
you need me to read anything off?
Yeah, go ahead and read it because I'm not able to view it.
We both got 12 on the largest combo.
Okay. So yeah, our largest combo score for both characters was 12, which is pretty common with the setup that we have.
But the thing you really want to look at is the number of combos.
Yeah, the number of combos is key. Yeah, because that basically tells you if the characters or the players set up a kill box and focused on killing inside the kill box, or if they just went most likely out ahead of the kill box and killed at random. And if
they went rogue.
Yeah, basically, yeah. If you kill inside the kill box and get your total or overall combo score up, yeah. By the way, if you want to read off those total combo numbers.
Oh yeah, as Smolder, I was able to dish out 485 combos on that. Where Dobbin was 256.
Right. That's a considerable amount of combos. That's actually quite ridiculous in comparison to what most people see. On average, a lot of people will get between 50 and 100 combos per match, and as we just said, you know, the Smolder character got over 450, and you said Dobbin got what, 200 and something?
Like close around 250.
250, yeah. And the reason Smolder gets so many more combos than the majority of characters, I mean, you can.
Well, yeah, she's got her Heart of Flame, which is basically a area of effect that surrounds her and comes with her.
Is that constant at all times?
Yeah. I mean, it does drain your mana unless you set up your battle level perks to make it where it doesn't cost any mana anymore.
Oh, I see. See, I've never used Smolder, so I didn't know that.
So yeah, you can use your Heart of Flame and your Dragon's Breath, which is basically a cone of fire.
Which is another AoE attack, area of effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's got
in a way.
She for combo purposes, Smolder's crazy. Okay, she can inflict 2 AoE attacks at the same time. I don't know of any other character yet in this game that can do that, not to my recollection. But I haven't tried out all the characters yet either. So but anyways, that's the only character I know of that can do that. Now with Dobbin here, he's got that dust tornado that he creates, which does not damage enemies. It slows them, but it still counts toward the combo score. And then while that's going, I can attack things with my shovel. But the main difference between Dobbin and Smolder is that both of Smolder's AoE attacks, as long as you don't run out of mana, are always present. Dobbin's little dust tornado does not stick around all the time. I don't know the exact amount of seconds, but the dust tornado only lasts for a given amount of time, and then it has to reset. And the reset counter to start up the dust tornado again is longer than the actual tornado lasts. So there's some points when we're killing enemies where my tornado is not active. So that's why Smolder gets so many more combo kills than Dobbin does.
And she is definitely a mana user. If that's the way you. If you're like me and use her secondary and third abilities, it drains the magic very fast. So
correct.
If you don't have a trap that you use that often, or if you got an open slot and you need more mana, use that mana well. It will help.
Let's check.
But otherwise, you've got to find a way to increase your mana regen, among other things. Anyway.
No, we didn't increase our score. We got on that particular map that we just did there. Our score was 11,000. Or excuse me, 11 million.
You're on Apprentice. You're on Apprentice.
Oh, I'm on the wrong map. I'm sorry, guys. We want War Mage.
And yes, we did.
Did we?
You know how much we increased it by about 1,200. And I knew that. I just didn't say anything.
Right. Yeah. We increased our high score on this map by about minimal amount of 1,200 points, which is quite hilarious, I think. But yeah, that's how you set up combos. And to be honest, on the majority of these maps that are available to play, combos is the way to go. I've seen quite a few people try to set up a kill box, like say right at the enemy's spawn locations. Excuse me. That works well, but generally most of the time you're not going to have, say, like on the banquet hall, there's no ceilings to put ceiling traps on, so you're limited in the amount of, you're limited in the number of combos, or I should say the higher
Number of high combos.
high combos is limited because you don't have those ceiling traps available to you in those areas. Now, in other maps, there are ceilings right next to where the enemies spawn, and in those maps, killing them right out the gate is the thing you want to do. Absolutely. But other than that, I think that concludes the tutorial here for combo scores.
A really good kill box.
Yeah, that's a really seriously. I don't know.
That's an elaborate kill box.
Yeah.
The way we just did. I mean, you're not going to see most people go to that
extent
that
trouble to set up like an elaborate kill box where you're going for like the highest combo ever. You know, on a previous run, we actually hit a combo of 16. We weren't videoing, we weren't recording that particular run, but
it was the same exact setup.
Yeah, it was the same exact setup, and we got one of those knoll hunters on wave 9 to run through our traps real quickly to come attack us, and as soon as it crossed the square where we had everything, basically it was the square where my tar was, right up against the grinder, the knoll died right there. At the same time that it hit the tar, it had caught fire from the firecracker and the brimstone, and then on the other side, the scorcher had blasted it from the front, and then both the lightning rod and the shock zapper hit it from above, and my what is it?
It ran through your power generator.
Yeah, it also ran through my.
It slowed it.
The thing about the power generator, it does not cause any damage, but for purposes of combos, it still the power generator reacted to the knoll running through it, so it still counts. And it also activated the Spitfire wall adjacent to the grinder. So all that hit it at once, on top of both the character's smolder using both her Heart of Flame and then her cone attack. I don't know what that's called.
Breath.
Yeah, the Dragon's
Breath. Yeah.
And then with Dobbin, I also had my my Dust Tornado active, and I don't know if I was able to whack it with Dobbin's shovel before it died or not, because it happened really fast. And you see that we've seen that 16 pop up on the screen.
That knoll just folded.
Yeah, that knoll just dropped, and that was pretty remarkable. Beautiful. It was quite funny, but at the same time, that's if you're looking for that gold trophy in particular, that using this setup, it is possible to get it, because we've done it on more than one occasion, but with this particular video here, we only scored I believe it was a
12.
A 12.
It was a 12.
Was the highest one. But yeah, that concludes our tutorial there. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned from it. Maybe we will set up another one and do one later. But thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you later.